Hello and welcome, good afternoon, good evening. Here we are for Next Gen Racing's team versus team in the Group 3 cars at Maggiore. It's the MRC SIMFX P1 and NGR Next Gen Racing coming together to bring us this race, associated with Tor, which is Team Oliver Racing, a truck racing outfit, and Excite Energy Drinks, along with David Appleby Engineering as well. So this is the 10th round of the championship, and it should be a good one, hopefully. We're at Maggiore GP this time round, and Largo Maggiore GP. It's a track around lake, basically. Jump into spectate and just watch what's going on as the guys are practicing away before qualifying starts. Last little bit of time they've got. Oh, just spun it. Go on board with Jambu for a lap. So it's a tricky late braking zone into T1, good overtaking opportunity into there, and then into a very slow right hand hairpin after that, pulling it right over to the right hand side on the exit to get through the left hander nicely, and then pulling it over to the left hand side the opposite way around to get through the right hand nicely, carrying as much speed as possible, and dropping down the hill now into the next braking zone, braking roughly where the curb ends on the left hand side, and then getting it turned in nice and early, washing it a little bit wide on the exit but carrying the speed. Okay, turn back into the apex, there's almost a bit of an exit apex there, and then looking for a late-ish apex, run as much curb as possible through this section. Jambu doing a good job of that, gives me a good example. And you're through that flat out section all the way down the straight, dropping down the hill all of a sudden now into the late braking zone around the 50 marker, getting it turned in for the heavily cambered corner, a tight right hander, back on the power as early as possible, back through to pick up the pace, up the hill, through the left hander, flat out through the right hander, carrying as much speed as possible without scrubbing the tyres, and then late on the brakes, down 2 gears into third, just trying to hook up some kind of apex. Doesn't matter if you miss it too much, run it wide on the exit and then hook up the second apex through there. Once you've done that, it's a nice flat out run through the exit, and then finally the last corner, down 2 gears, just get it turned in nice and early. Didn't do the best job there, Jambu, if I do say so, but completing the lap with a decent lap. So there we go, that's the track tonight, and hopefully that was a reasonable onboard representation of it, talking you through it. Right, so we've only got 2 minutes to go. Not many people involved tonight, so I'm not sure if we'll see something different happen and the two lobbies join together, basically. See what happens. How many people is there? 1, 2. There's 8. Oh, wrong button. So basically just waiting for qualifying to get underway now. A couple more minutes to go by the look of it. So round 10 we're coming towards the end of the championship, and hopefully we'll have some good races, good clean races to determine some good finishing results. See where people can come towards the end of the championship, pushing that extra little bit harder, you might think. Cutler just sat in the pits, waiting to get it started, no doubt. Cutler being our host tonight, as always. Without the host, then none of this would happen. He hasn't joined us every race this season, but when he has, he's had some really good races. Let's watch him for a little bit as he gets the last couple of practice laps in before qualifying. He's done really quite well with his results as well. He's had some good races, and I think he's won a race as well, if I remember rightly. I always fail to have the stats in front of me, but pretty sure he has. We're going well on this lap as well. Good to see he's ready for a good race. Winner with the fastest time at the moment, following him round. So our first race is a 10 lap race, followed by a 16 lap race for race 2. So it should be quite interesting in that regard. Second race being a little bit longer. So the call for qualifying now. So there's going to be 8 people involved altogether when Cutler joins, and we'll be away for qualifying. So we're about to start. Qualifying is about to start on Maggiore 15-minute qualifying session. So plenty of time for the guys to get decent lapping, and a bit of time to be able to run down the fuel as well, so that's quite important in these qualifying sessions. So we see Cutler jumping out of the pits first in the BMW Z4. Purcell behind him in the R8. See the tall logo of Team Oliver Racing on the front of Cutler's car there. See the logos of David Appleby Engineering and Excite Energy Drinks on the cars as well. as well as a few of my own little logo that a few of the guys have put on as well, which is nice to see. Always good. So Cutler away in first. At the moment, just going for outlap. Looks like there's a bit of action going on behind. Always interesting to see on the outlap of qualifying. Looks like Purcell's keen to get past. Should, if he's not going to be able to get past, he should just drop back and not force Cutler to go too fast on this outlap if he don't want to. But then that's a little strategy, I guess, to force Cutler to have an issue straight away. Oh, in the background we see Jambu going a little bit wide, getting a bit of oversteer, a bit of a tank slapper on the exit. Caught it nicely though. So Purcell was quickest in qualifying, in practice, sorry. So let's see if Purcell will stick on board with him. He's got the slipstream of Cutler, just dropped back a little bit before he starts his fast lap. And here we go now. See if Purcell can put in a good time on this first effort. First time of asking. Breaking it around the 70 metre mark. Nice and clean into the apex, no dramas. Gets through the second corner, no problem. Sounds like a little bit of a hesitation on the throttle on the exit. Nothing to worry about at this point. Getting in Cutler's slipstream for the straight. Looks like he's just trying to get a banker lap in, to be honest, here from Purcell. Not pushing that hard at the moment. Cutler going a little bit wide in front. Jambu behind. So Cutler going a little bit wide through there, having to lift off to gather it back up. Gives Purcell the run, but at the wrong time really, so Purcell catches him where there's only really one line. So that's going to have slowed Purcell down. And Purcell's forced to go for an overtake to try and make this lap work for him. Back, he's got the job done nicely, but it's not the ideal situation to be in qualifying. Cutler coming back at him as well with the inside line. Forces Purcell to take an up line and ends up putting in the barriers through there. So took an alternative line because Cutler was still on the inside, feeling probably a little bit aggrieved that he's been overtaken in qualifying. But that's the way it goes. It's been a bit messy, so Jambu going off there. And Jambu losing his first qualifying lap in this time round, for this race. Couldn't think of what to say then, I'll be honest. Sometimes you get a bit lost for words. So Purcell with a 157, Pilgrim Paddy with a 156, but Big Les with a 154.891 already. So Big Les with a mega time straight away. Looking at everyone else as they're going considerably slower than Big Les has managed. So after the first lap from everyone, we've got Big Les in first, Joe Winner in second, Pilgrim Paddy in third, Purcell in fourth, Cutler in fifth, Purcell just sat at the side of the track and letting people go through. Cutler in fifth, Danzo in sixth, Jambu in seventh. Bear in mind this is only after lap 1 in qualifying. And Sean in 8th for the moment. Not got a timing yet, Sean. It always seems to be a bit late in qualifying, does Sean, for some reason. So always a lap or 2 behind everyone else. Jambu looks like he's reset altogether as well. So 5 minutes of qualifying gone now. Down to just less than 10 minutes left. last lap from Jambu was an absolute shocker. Can he make it work this time round? He's on another outlap actually, saying that. I'm watching a guy on an outlap, I didn't realise, sorry about that. Cutler, can he improve? He's coming towards the line now through the last corner. Oh, goes wide through the last corner though, just picks up a little bit of grass on the exit and just drags him even wider. So 157.7 in the end. Still in 5th position. Purcell doing a good job so far. I'm expecting Purcell to get somewhere near Big Les's time, because he certainly managed a really quick time in practice, did Purcell. So jumping in the pits to get his damage repaired, not refuel, and get some fresh tyres on. Obviously fuel burnt is weight that you've lost, so the more fuel you can lose through qualifying the better. So no one in their right mind will be refueling unless it's a genuine mistake and they accidentally do it. Big Les with damage, so I'm not sure what's happened there, but we've got Big Les and Joe with damage. Maybe a bit of a coming together, I've missed it, but no replay function unfortunately. But yeah, looks like there's been some kind of incident between those two. So Joe Winner looks like he's going slowly. Excuse me. Pilgrim Paddy in 3rd at the moment in the BMW M3 GT4. Big Les pulling over to one side with the damage, just letting the other guys come through for their qualifying efforts. Pilgrim getting it nice and calmly broke into there, heavy braking into that corner, and it looked easy there from Pilgrim Paddy. He's just dropping off the pace a little bit. Looks like he's lost this lap, so he's just dropping back from Joe Winner now. Joe's got the damage, so I doubt he's going to be able to set that faster lap this time round. Big Les has got damage, he's pulling over for people further back, so it's all going on in qualifying at the moment. We've got Cutler, started on the mediums, just burning a bit of fuel I'm guessing. Picked up a bit of damage himself as well, and he's going to come out. Oh, it looks like he's refueling. Oh no, he's not. No, it looked like he were getting some fuel then. So he's come out on the soft tyres now. Half a tank of fuel, or just over half tank, and he can possibly improve now in qualifying. Big Les finally made it to the pits after gaining that damage early on in the lap. Joe back out with fresh tyres, just over half a tank of fuel. Jambu has got a little bit of damage as well, so there's a lot of damage going on in qualifying here. We're all picking up that little bit here and there. Pushing hard, I guess. That's the result sometimes. Danzo in the pits. So let's see if Big Les can get it going again after picking up damage through some kind of incident that missed. But he had engine damage, so it was definitely a big spin or something that went on. Setting the fastest time so far though, Big Les. Pretty much everyone's out lap, other than Jambu. Jambu's on a quick one as well. Let's keep on board with Jambu. Coming towards the end of the lap now. Down the hill for the last corner. Heavy on the brakes, turning early, ride as much curve as possible. He's missed the apex. Affected his time. He was 5/10 up, half a second up. There we go, good time from Jambu, puts it in second. We're 155.924 in the end, really good from Jambu. Big Les still in a league of his own, over a second quicker at this point with his qualifying time. That might change by the end, we've still got 4.5 minutes to go of qualifying. So as the fuel burns down, the fresh tyres get put on, there's a possibility for people to go quicker. Only 7 people by the look of it now in qualifying. Not quite sure where our 8th guy ended up going. Not quite sure who it was now either. Oh, hang on. It was Purcell by the look of it. So Purcell's ended up leaving. He's just written a little message actually. Anyway, won't get too much into that. So, see if Big Les can improve this time round. Now he's got less fuel. Go forward with him through the fast chicane. Get my words out. Fast chicane section. Up the hill to then drop down the hill for the heavy braking zone, roughly around the 50-metre marker on the left hand side. Get turned into the sharp right-hander, down 3 gears into 3rd gear, or maybe even 2nd, 4 gears down. No, 3rd gear. Looking for a good exit. Looking to improve on his qualifying time so far and secure that 1st place even further. Absolutely on fire compared to everyone else, time-wise. Might have put a lot more time into tuning his car, who knows? You never know. He might have done a hell of a lot of practice. He might just be gifted. You're never quite sure. Might be a combination of all of them. So, has he done it? Let's see as he runs to the line now. Yep, goes quicker again with a 1:54.532. So really good time there for everyone to try and beat from Big Les. Provisional pole. Jambu with warm tyres, so I dare say he's not going to improve this time round. Cutler looking for an improvement. In 3rd at the moment, not too bad. Not that many people in this race, to be fair. Qualifying all of a sudden when there's not that many people in the race is not quite as important. The opening few laps are more important than qualifying all of a sudden. So even though these guys towards the back might not improve, they're not that far back, is basically what I'm saying. You've still got a good chance to try and improve in the first opening laps in the race. Going through there nicely. Nicely from Joe Winner. Good consistent racer, Joe. Towards the line, anyone looking for improvement? Looks like Big Les has gone purple again. So, not just going to watch Big Les all the time though. Has Jambu done it this time? Nope, it's already gone over the time he needs. No improvement either from his own personal best there, so unfortunate there for Jambu. He's got quite a bit of tyre wear and he wasn't far off, so it's not the end of the world there for him. It's not a bad lap actually considering his tyre wear. Cutler not improving that lap round either. Joe's picked up a little bit of damage, so I dare say he's not going to improve on this lap, and it's going to be pretty much the final lap of qualifying is this one. Needs this to be an improvement to try and jump up, but I fear it's not going to be. Is it? Oh, it's not a bad time. Oh, it is. So he's up into 3rd. Knocks Cutler down into 4th. Good work there from Joe. With the damage as well. Really good work. 1:55.688 secures him 3rd for the time being. Cutler looks like he's going pretty slowly to me, so he's backed out of his fast lap, unless that was just me misreading that. Yeah, he's going slowly, so Cutler's not going to improve this time round, so he's dropped down into 4th. Can Pilgrim Paddy knock him even further down? Excuse me. It's all gone quiet. Pilgrim Paddy's not going to knock him any further down because he's just sat on the side of the track waiting for qualifying to end. Sean looks like he's just rolling around, so he's not going to improve. and Danzo just sat in the pits waiting for the race to start. So that's qualifying over, and really that's pretty much the order that we've got. So Big Les in first, Jambu in second, Joe Winner in third, Cutler's going to start in fourth, Pilgrim Paddy in fifth, Sean in sixth, and seventh is NGR Danzo. Big Les beat his time again, in fact, with a 54.255 in the end. Joe Winner's actually still got a chance to improve here. Still got that damage there, so it's going to be tricky. It's a lot to ask. No, definitely not done it. He's over 2 minutes. So that's it. Qualifying order sorted. Cutler's picked up some damage. She might have been spinning it around, messing about after qualifying. And that's it pretty much from everyone. Pretty much. Hey, there we go. Time's run out eventually. So, 10th lap of the race. We're about to get underway. Standing start in this one, and we'll look to see how everyone gets away. A lot of BMWs on the grid, I've noticed, looking at the order there. So quickly leave and then rejoin when I can, as soon as it starts basically. Just so I can skip through the people and the order. So we've got Big Les away. Oh, what's happened here? Restart by the look of it. Yeah, restarting. Not sure what's happened there. So we need to restart for some reason. Herzl's back with us, that's good. We've got another player. So we've got 8 people racing again. It's taken a minute or two now for a couple of the hosts to be able to set the grid order not randomly, manually, and be able to input the players. Herzl unfortunately will be starting at the back, but he showed good pace in practice. Unfortunately dropped out of qualifying. I can't quite explain why yet, but I think it was something to do with his internet. But yeah, even though he's starting at the back, he should be able to have a good race. So it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we're set for, we're going to say, he's put it on a 60-minute endurance race. Hopefully he remembers that it's meant to be a 10-lap race. Otherwise we're in for a long one. We'll be restarting it again, no doubt. Have I got enough time to go get a drink? That is the question. I really could do with one, but then I could miss the race start if I do. So just waiting for it to get underway again. Hopefully this time round will be successful. go again. So we're on an hour race now for some reason, so that's wrong. Anyway, we're about to get underway. I don't know if that's going to get sorted or not. So Big Legs gets away nicely. Not as good as Jambu though. Jambu jumps him off the start. Good work. And he's got a bit of a challenge from Joe Winner down the inside as well. Oh, Big Legs going a little bit deep. Manages to gather it all up. Joe Winner pulls in behind Sean and Cutler side by side. Cutler winning out that time round. Cutler into 5th. Pilgrim Paddy in 6th. Purzel already up into 7th past Anza. Sean making a challenge on Cutler. Not quite close enough that time round though. So where we go. I didn't think it was an hour-long endurance race, but maybe it is. Maybe that's my mistake. So there we have a bit of contact. I'm not sure what's going on here. Cutler's now ghosting as he does something else. I can write a message. I'm gonna say he has got it wrong. Oh, for God's sake. So hopefully restart number 3 will work. Now Sean's left the room. Oh, I'm going to be here for ages. How's it going, Steve? Hopefully Sean comes back in, as it looks like he's got a little fan in the chat. Maybe it's probably Steve. Come on, Cutler. Sort it out. What are you doing? Thinks I've just got all night to sit here. Right, I'm definitely going to get a drink now. I don't care if he starts it again. 3rd restart we're on here, by the way. Right, back in a second. That was good timing. Just about to restart by the look of it. So, jump back up to Big Legs yet again. That was good timing, nearly missed it. Jump on board with him and look back. Can Jambu get a good start again? Or exit again? Are you having a laugh? I'm tempted to leave myself here. This is going to be on the jerk. So this is going to be the 4th restart we're about to have. And I'm race 1. Oh dear. Come on. Just want to get it underway now. It's annoying as well because qualifying seems like ages away ago all of a sudden, so everyone's a bit out of the rhythm all of a sudden because of all these restarts. They've literally started 3 times already. So you might have already done a few good overtakes and then all of a sudden everyone leaves, and it's really difficult, it's really disruptive to your rhythm. Anyway, there's not a lot I can do about it. Right. So it looks like the host has to restart his PS4. Yeah, which doesn't help. So I guess we'll just have to wait and have to deal with these technical issues. I've never had to say that before. I've got some technical issues in the studio over here. Don't know why I did a silly accent. Yeah, I can entertain you with my finest quality comedy, which wears very thin after about 2 seconds, even on myself. Yeah, bloody please. I don't want to lose anyone. Well, I suggest that you don't restart the bloody race 4 times. How many times can you do it without people leaving? It looks like that's what you're trying to achieve sometimes, cut a little survey. How many restarts does it take for people to actually start leaving? I'm only messing. Trying to make a bit of fun out of a situation that's unavoidable, I guess. I wish they'd just got underway on the first bloody go. This first race would nearly be finished by now. Pick up my path. I keep doing everything on my wheel. I've only got a little stick. Oh dear. So we're still planning on having a 10-lap race as well. Where's Sean? Sean hasn't re-entered. Oh, he's the one restarted his PS4, I guess. Right, so we're not losing. Right, it all makes a bit more sense once we actually thought about it properly. So waiting for Sean to rejoin after he's restarted his PS4, I'm guessing. Perzel caused this. So Cutler's just blaming it on Perzel. Good to see. Hey, Marco. Joe winners on the old E-Sig by the look of it. Tooting away whilst he waits. It's all going on. Yeah, so hopefully, please God. I know like everyone's in quarantine or whatever, but still don't want to sit here for hours commentating on the same race, the same 10-lap race. Might as well spectate, I guess. Who's on track? Got Big Les practicing. Big Les keeping the rhythm going, starting in pole position. Done well this season as Big Les with the pole positions. Jambu's had quite a few towards the beginning of the season, but since Big Les has come back strong, he's done really well for his pole position, so really good job in the BMW this time round to secure it again. The BMW M6 that is. Group 4. Group 3 even. Oh man, not Group 4. I think I might have said Group 4 earlier as well. Definitely Group 3 though. So whilst we're waiting as well, I'll share. Feel free to comment. I'll share my little theory about sim racing. At the moment, it could get even more, but it will get even more and more popular with people watching it and everything because of the lack of being able to watch it in real life and go to the races and everything else. So potentially, sim racing is going to explode in the next year or so. Even though it would have done anyway, probably, but even more so. So it looks like we're away this time round. Sean's still not in here. Is Cutler aware of that? Are we waiting for Sean? What's going on? Please do not restart again. If it restarts again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be capable of controlling myself, I don't think. Right, away we go. This time round we've got Big Les and Joe battling away. It looks like a bit of argy-bargy. Cutler up into second, Jambu up into first. So Big Les losing out this time round on the start. He'll want a restart this time. Ironically. He won't get it though, hopefully. So we're away. Good racing from everyone so far. Nice close stuff. Big Les challenging Cutler down the inside but not making it stick. Everyone getting through nicely. Only 7 people to watch. It should be quite steady for me as a commentator. Should be able to keep track of the action pretty well. Everyone going through the tricky right-hander. A lot of undulations on this track. Pilgrim Paddy and Joe Winner having a little moment, a little touch, love tap. Big Les right on the back of Cutler as well through there. Looking for the slipstream down this next straight, obviously. Purcell's already up into 6th, past Danzo. So Big Les looking for the move down into here. Cutler's aware of it, so goes defensive early. Cutler doing a good job defensively though, not going too far to the inside, opening up the corner as much as possible to carry some kind of speed. So the battle for second's well and truly alive. Joe in 4th, looking to gain a position or 2 if possible. Pilgrim Paddy in 5th. Purcell in 6th, looking fruity behind him. Danzo in 7th. We'll try and keep an eye on everyone. It shouldn't be too hard to do. And keep an eye on them in the background kind of thing in the way. So Cutler side by side with Big Les. Cutler down the inside. Oh, Joe Winner. Oh, I thought Joe Winner was about to make it 3 wide then through the last corner. Not quite. Joe Winner following Cutler through though to get past Big Les. So Big Les having a mare on the first and second lap. The first lap, sorry. Towards the end of it. Bad start for Big Les. Qualified in 1st, but finds himself battling away on the opening laps. Going for the inside. Side by side with Cutler. Good race in this. So Cutler's through up in 2nd. Can he secure it now though? Can he pull ahead and make sure that Big Les can't get back through? Nope, not at the moment. He's gone wide as well. Oh, big drama. Oh, no. Cutler comes across the track as he goes wide on the exit and collects Joe Winner in the process as well. Cutler having a big spin. Sorry about shouting there, I got a bit excited then. But yeah, big moment there. Cutler not happy from that one, no doubt. It's all gone wrong for him for that one, so he's got damage, and he's going to have to pit after that. Joe Winner with damage as well, engine damage. So Danzo up into 5th, all of a sudden. Gets promoted up into 5th. Purcell still battling away. Up into 3rd now. Finds himself on the podium. Last step of the podium. Pilgrim Paddy in 4th. Right behind him, battling for that step as well. Big Les is now free to just try and chase down Jambu in front. Jambu managed to get away on the first lap and just gain a bit of a gap as the battle commenced behind. But now Big Les has got full concentration mode going. He's just got Jambu in his sights in front, so let's see if he can collect him up slowly but surely. Good stuff so far. On to lap, the start of lap 3 now, from Big Les. Jambu going well in first. Sets his first fast time of 1:55.8 compared to Jambu's, Big Les's, 55.7, so very close lap times. Purcell at the moment, we're 57.3, so slow there. So Cutler and Joe now in the pits, going to get that damage repaired. Danzo's got a good opportunity now to get some good points in this race. Make the most of the fact that Cutler and Joe have got that damage, and they've had to change the strategy and pit early. Oh, Purcell going wide. Purcell's off. He's on the grass. He's going to spin it. Yes, he makes it a complete spin in the end. So Pilgrim Paddy gets promoted up into 3rd. Glowing red. Oh, is it glowing red? No, his wheels are just red. I'm going to say glowing red wheels, glowing red brakes from Pilgrim Paddy. Good stuff this. I'm enjoying this one. Looks like the action, close action might have ended for now, but we'll keep an eye on Big Les, because we've got a feeling Big Les is going to slowly but surely reel in Jambu, which would be nice to see, just because we've seen a lot of wins in this championship from Jambu, and he's currently the championship leader, so Big Les has got a chance to challenge that and do something about it and take some points off him. We'll jump back to that as it gets a little bit closer and go through the order quickly. In fact, we've got Jambu in 1st, Big Les in 2nd, Pilgrim Paddy in 3rd, Danzo in 4th now, Purcell in 5th. Picked up a bit of damage as Purcell after that spin. Saw him go on the grass and ended up losing it in the end. Looked like he was going to collect it all up, but must have just touched the throttle a little bit too much, tickled it, and it just went on him. So we've got a battle at the back from Cutler and Joe Winner in 6th and 7th. Battle for 6th. I say at the back, they're not even that far back really, in 6th and 7th place. Could be a lot worse. So Cutler making the move. Oh, is it Joe? Sorry, getting that wrong way around. Joe making the move, trying to get past Cutler. Cutler with the inside line on the next corner, manages to keep it, but he finds himself on the outside for this one now. Joe on the inside this time round, and then opposite through the next one. So Cutler on the inside for this one. Interesting set of corners for that. You can almost keep it side by side, as we saw pretty much from them two. You can take completely different lines but keep it side by side more or less through that whole section. So it's a good section of racetrack, I think. Good bit of tarmac. Cutler doing a good enough job at the moment to stay ahead of Joe. So Big Les is right on the back as predicted, on the back of Jambu now, half a second behind. He's picked up a little bit of penalty along the way though, so let's go on board with him at this point. In fact, I need to still exit and then come back in. Going on board with Big Les, forced to the outside with Jambu going defensive into the first corner. Jambu keeping nice and calm into there and keeps it in first. Big Les challenging there though. So making his intentions clear, and Jambu definitely knows he's got a race on his hands now. So can Jambu defend for 5 laps with Big Les going pretty quick behind him and catching him up pretty quickly? So it tells me that Jambu struggling for pace round here compared to Les in the BMW. Only really one line through this section, unless there's a mistake from Jambu ahead. Jambu cutting the corner a little bit there, might have picked up a penalty. Let's see. No, looks like he managed to get away with it. Not quite getting the chance into there, so as predicted, Jambu doing a good job of keeping ahead. Pushing now though, he's right on the bumper to make it work down into here. Big Les looking for the opportunity, dives to the inside, gets it done as well. Jambu just falls in behind to keep it clean. And there we go, Big Les up into first, good move. Nice overtake in the end. Looked like he was in a bit of a hurry to get it done, but picked the right corner to do it on in the end, which is good to see. Jambu feeling his tyres have gone too much, so dives in the pits at the end of lap 5 there. Halfway through the race now. Pilgrim Paddy in third. Coming towards the last corner now. He's too far to make the jump on Jambu in the pits. Got a little bit of damage as well at the rear bumper. Purcell dives in this time round as well. Will he fix that damage? He probably will. It's probably slowing him down enough to warrant fixing it. Yep, he's fixed it in the end. So Purcell comes back out of the pits in 5th position, right behind Danzo really. Danzo's front tyres are absolutely shot, so Danzo's going to find himself quickly closed in by Purcell. Purcell on those fresh tyres will just make mincemeat of him with that kind of tyre wear. Let's keep an eye on this. Looks like he's driving it pretty well though, Danzo. Not masses of oversteer going on. Or if there is, he's managing it well but losing the pace because of it. So Purcell now. I'm afraid for Danzo, doesn't look like he's going to have much defence when Purcell gets the final opportunity. There we go. Gets side by side through the fast section. Looks like Danzo just gives a bit of room to make sure there's no contact, and that's enough for Purcell just to drive through up into 4th. So made it work in the end, did Purcell. So we've got the battle now of Big Les back behind Jambu. Don't quite know how that's happened. Maybe a jump in the pits somehow. The undercut from Jambu by the look of it. So Big Les finds himself working hard again to catch up to the back of Jambu with the remaining time in this race now. We're on lap 7 of 10. What else is going on? No else going on between the field, so we'll just keep an eye on Les. Catching Jambu, it looks like he is as well. He's sat in the slipstream, albeit a little bit distantly. catching him up nicely now, putting on some pressure. This is getting good. Forcing the issue for Jambu to start thinking about it. All over his rear bumper now. Good driving from Big Les through this race. Finishes his outlap now, there's Big Les. Fully up to speed on his fresh tyres. Oh, looks for an overtake into the inside, into T1, and then just thinks better of it, backs out in the end. Oh, gets it side by side through T2. So Big Les has definitely got the pace, but can he make the move at the right time to make it cleanly? He looks almost too keen to get past, in my opinion. So I can almost imagine something happening here. Obviously I can't predict the future, but just by the way he's looking very, very keen when he does get up close to make any opportunity work. That's often when you make a mistake, because you're just too keen to get past. So Jambu putting his foot down this lap, and Big Les has dropped off his bumper a little bit, struggling to get right up to him again. In the slipstream down the straight, he manages it, but not quite enough to be able to get it done. So good battle going on between these two. I was just about to jump and see what everyone else is up to, but I won't do, as he now goes around the outside with the inside line for the next one. Jambu still side by side with him. Skip up the camera angle so we can actually see. So good racing. Jambu keeping his foot in, not taking the overtake there, and ran it around the outside himself on the exit, and kept Big Les very honest. Oh, side by side as Big Les gets a good run on Jambu. Forces Jambu to go for a very, very narrow line to the inside. Didn't actually move back across himself, which I thought he was, that was his little intention. Jambu handling everything that's been chucked at him here. Big Les is probably running out of ideas. He's tried round the outside. He's tried an odd move here and there. He's running out of time now as well, so there's that onset of desperation that we all get as racers as you see the laps count down and you know that you can get that position ahead of you. A little bit of a touch into there, nothing major. Bit of drama though. Just intensifies the battle a little bit more when you have these little touches. You just know how close it is between you at all times. So Big Les side by side again. Got Jambu down the inside. Jambu's got the line at the moment, but Big Les has got the cutback chance, and there we go. Good cutback from Big Les, and in the end he actually gets past Jambu with pace. So it worked out nicely there, the cutback move for Jambu. Going to keep it going now though. He's got a full lap to now handle the pressure of Jambu right behind him. Oh, has he got the pace to now pull away? We'll quickly skip through and see what else is going on between the other guys. Just in the interest of fairness. Herzl for 20, well, massive gap in front and behind, so nothing going on for Herzl in third at the moment. Pilgrim Paddy, same kind of position for him, massive gap in front and behind. Danzo, similar for him in fifth. Similar for Joe in 6th, and similar for Cutler in 7th. Big gaps between everyone really, so we'll just keep with the battle. Now we're on to the final lap especially, and see if Jambu can make it work, put his foot down and force any kind of extra pace out of that Mercedes AMG to try and claw back first place in this last lap. Big Les will be looking to just get his head down, keep the apexes coming, and secure this one now. have a quick little drink. It's been pretty exciting, I can't speak either. There we go. Yeah, it's been pretty good races, this one. Some entertainment at all times to watch, it's felt like, so I've thoroughly enjoyed this one. Although it took 4 restarts to get it going. Let's forget about that. So, Big Les looks like he's got the job done. He's pulled a nice gap away from Jambu. Now up to 2 seconds on him. 2 seconds, I'll say it. I'll say it again. Like I've already said, big gap between everyone else. So unless there's a massive incident from someone, the positions are going to stay as they are. We'll just stick on board now with Big Les as we follow him towards the end of the last lap. Coming towards the last corner now as we drop down the hill. Always look to run the curve as much as possible on the inside, that's right, and then back over to the outside, over to the right hand side. Low on fuel in the end, but managed to make it work till the end. Good race there for Big Les. Spun it a little bit too early, that could have gone wrong for him. Jambu in second. Good race from Jambu. Unfortunately losing out to Big Les in the end with just having that extra bit of pace. Purcell looking to finish in third. Takes our final step of the podium. We've got Pilgrim Paddock in fourth. Extremely low fuel. He's going to be lucky if he gets to the finish line. Good result for Pilgrim Paddy in the end though. Danzo following him over the line in fifth. Got closer in the end, did Danzo, because of the fuel from Pilgrim Paddy. Joe Winner in sixth and NGR Cutler in seventh in the end. That incident between Joe Winner and NGR Cutler at the beginning just ruined their race basically. They didn't quite manage to get back into it. They both had engine damage, so they lost a hell of a lot of time right at the beginning of the race, and it was too much time to claw back basically. So unfortunate result for those two, but hopefully they can make up for it in the second race with the reverse grid, so that gives them the opportunity. And obviously they're quite quick guys, so with the opportunity further up and a fresh start in a new race, they might be able to do a good job. So 16 laps in the second race as well, starting with 70% fuel, and there's a pit window that opens roughly around lap 6, I think it is. So you can't change your tyres until about lap 6. If you pick up some damage, you can come in and repair that, but you shouldn't be changing your tyres. So that's the rule. Other than that, it's pretty much it's the same track, same cars, same people, just different fuel settings to start the race on, different amount of laps, and yeah, that's about it. Reverse grid as well. So talked you through that. That's about it. 5 minute wait for the next one. I'll just sit back and chill for a little bit. Might even do a lap myself. Let's go out. Jump out and do a quick little lap myself. Why not? Got the time to 5 minute little break. In the AMG. Set up with the settings for this championship because they are slightly different bob settings. They're not the standard ones. They're the ones that have been made up by the organisers to make the cars as similar as possible. As although Gran Turismo like to introduce their bob system, doesn't seem to make much difference. There's not much balance between all the cars. Some cars are just quicker than others, which that's the idea of the bob system. It's meant to equalise the cars a little bit more than it does sometimes on Gran Turismo. This is one of the tracks for the Lewis Hamilton challenges if you've attempted them. It's a pretty tricky one to do it on. I think I did it in the end though. Did beat him. Down 4 gears in this car for me. Into there, down into second for the exit. And I try and keep it right over to the left hand side here, so you can open up this one as much as possible, smooth as possible, carry as much speed. And late as you dare on the brakes. There's no real braking marker there, you just judge it by the corner and looking at the distance you are away from it. Try and hook it up nice and neatly through those curbs. I'm on the exit, going a little bit wide because I can't quite remember exactly where the track is. Missing the apex a little bit. It's not too bad a lot. And I'll go for a fast one, see what kind of time I can do. Really slow that second corner. A lot slower than it looks. Try and lift there to bring it over to the left hand side to open this one right up. Missing the apex a little bit. Back on the power. Down the hill, tricky braking zone down here. I want to get it down into second gear. Ready for the exit. Just run as much pace as you can through that corner. You're climbing that big hill on the exit. So you need as much pace as you can get. Cutting the curbs as much as you dare through this section without getting a penalty. Looking for the long straight now. Feels like a reasonable lap so far. Missed an apex or two, but not too bad. Down 4 gears in the end, in second, missed an apex there. Back on the power on the curb. Don't want to run it too wide on that curb. It's got a little bit of gravel or something on the bit that's just a little bit too wide, so it slows you right down if you do go too wide. So you've got to be careful with those exit curbs. Trying to get a better line through here this time. Looking for this apex to be a bit better. That's better this time. Back on the power earlier just because I've got over the curb a lot more. And then brake over the curb as much as possible. Run it out wide. And let's see what time it is in the end. Felt like a good lap that. 55.5 in the end. Right, I better jump out, they're about to start again. I was getting into that. So there we go. Couple of laps of Maggiore. 16 laps to go. Oh, sorry, there's something I forgot to mention. I wonder why I mentioned weight then. There's the success ballast. The people who finished on the podium positions in the last race have to add a little bit of weight to their cars. There's like a success ballast kind of system. So if you won the first race, it's to slow you down a little bit in the second race and make it a little bit harder for you. Just to try and make it so there's more chance of other people winning and not the same person wins every single race, despite the reverse grid or whatever. 16 laps is a lot of laps, so even if you start right at the back, especially when there's only 7 people involved, but even if you start right at the back, it's a lot of laps to be able to actually get through the people, so it's not too bad. Anyway, right, medium tyres from Cutler on pole position for the second one. Joe Winner in second, Danzo in third, Pilgrim Paddy in fourth, Purcell in fifth, NGR Jambu in 6th and Big Les in 7th. We'll take that off and we'll pick up my pads. I don't know why I keep doing this. Start playing about with my wheel instead of my pad. So away we go. We're off for 16 laps for for the second race around Maggiore, team versus team, NGR. Cutler leads us away in first position from NGR itself, and then Joe in second. Purcell comes round in third. Oh, a bit of a moment from Pilgrim Paddy behind him. Not sure if he fell or he was pushed there. Jambu following through, makes it up into fourth. Going a little bit deep into there though, Jambu. So Pilgrim Paddy gets a chance to run it side by side on the exit. Has a little bit of a moment, twitch of oversteer himself. So drops back even more. So we've got Jambu with Danza and Pilgrim Paddy side by side behind. Pilgrim Paddy nearly collecting Big Les then as well. So all sorts of action going on at the back. What have we got going on at the front? Joe Winner challenging Cutler for first place, not far behind on the first lap. Good start from everyone, no one's picked up damage, no incidents by the look of it. So that's the main thing on lap one. It's a long race, there's no need to be too aggressive or argy-bargy at the beginning. If anything, do it on the last lap. Makes it more exciting. Bear in mind there's tyre wear to think about now. There is a limitation on when the pits open for fresh tyres. So I think they've got to go at least 6 laps. It's not actually that difficult to manage, but still something to mention. So good opening lap from these guys at the front. Purcell doing a good job in the RA, following in third position, very close to the back of Joe Winner. Can he dive down the inside? It looks like he's gone for it into T1. Makes the move to challenge for second. Joe runs it wide and then has the inside for the next one, so just retakes second position quite nicely just by track position there in the end, Joe. Purcell trying hard though to try and get past in those opening couple of corners. He's actually lost a bit of time and now he's got Jambu right up his chuff. So we've got a 4-car battle for first place at the moment, so long as these guys don't get too heavily involved with each other and let Cutler run away with it. Oh, Dan's having a moment as Pilgrim Paddy allows him to drive back up into fifth. Big Les still looking for an opportunity to get past. Winner of race 1 tonight, so we'll expect some good pace from Big Les. But at the same time, he might just be sandbagging a little bit, saving his tyres. He's got a little bit of damage and he's on medium tyres in fact, so he'll be looking to go for a long stint. Bit of damage on Danzo as well, so it looks like those two have come together. Bumper to bumper. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on the battle for first place from Jambu's perspective from fourth at the moment. But we can see Joe Winner trying his best to get past Cutler ahead. In fact, we'll jump to that because it's looking incredibly close. So Joe does it. Takes it there with a really good move through there. Cutler's not happy about that one though. Oh, a bit of contact into there. Bit of a touch, big slide for Joe to catch. Joe does it nicely, but that allows Purcell to close right open on these guys. And look at him now looking for the inside. So Cutler has to go defensive on Purcell. Purcell might have the chance into here. No. Closes up there, so they're incredibly close to top 4. It's really good stuff so far. Keep it going, boys. Keep it calm, that's the main thing. Looks like they're all kind of working together, to be fair. They're not really challenging each other too much. No one's really going for the late dive or anything like that, so just challenging, just sitting behind each other, using the slipstream to save a bit of fuel, no doubt. Oh, Purcell goes off. Purcell has had a big moment there through the fast chicane. sees himself dropping into 6th in the end. So massive moment there from Purcell. Big Les now up into 5th. So one to keep an eye on is Big Les. Yeah, unfortunate there for Purcell. Not quite sure what happened there. He's going well through this race so far. And just seemed to have a big kick through the middle of the Vash chicane. So unexpected through there, I'll be honest. But not sure if he's on the pad or the wheel or what's going on. But he struggled to handle it that time round. So big moment. And yeah, it might be the end of his race there for a decent result. So Joe doing a good job now. He's got up into 1st, pulled a nice gap away from Cutler, opened it up to 1.5 seconds now. Even more than that as they cross the line actually. Jambu in 3rd now. Now that's happened, so Jambu's into the podium positions and he's soon to be on the back of Cutler by the look of it as well, chasing down 2nd position. Purcell in the pits this time round, not changing his tyres I hope, because that'll get him a penalty, but maybe putting a bit more fuel on. No, we've still got the same tyres, fixing his damage. Danzo with pretty bad tyre wear at the back in 6th. Big Les with a little bit of damage, so all sorts going on between the pack. We'll keep an eye on this battle for the time being because it's good close action. Jambu and Cutler, very close indeed. He's going for it, side by side. Every time, every lap, more or less this corner lends itself for side by side action. Oh, Jambu just pulls away. Just gets the drive on the exit and just pulls through up into 2nd. Makes it look easy in the end. Cutler must have just got a bit of a bad drive out of that corner. Bogged down a little bit or something, got the wrong gear. I'm not quite sure what happened, but lost the pace on the exit there and it made it look easy for Jambu. I'm not sure, it could have been different altogether. Cutler could have been just letting him through, just knowing that he's got him coming up fast behind him, wide battle away, still early in the race. I can just drop him behind him, follow him in the slipstream. So it could be a genuine tactic Cutler's using there, and a wise one to be fair, if he has done. He's now got the chance to save a little bit of fuel behind in the slipstream of Jambu, at the same time as keeping up with him. So Big Les just coming out of the pits. He's put some fresh soft tyres on, sorry, not super softs, just softs. Got plenty of fuel as well at the moment. He's good to go. He is, however, 15 seconds down on Pilgrim Paddy, but Pilgrim Paddy still needs to pit. He's still got enough fuel to get another few laps out of those tyres, but he'll have to pit in a couple of laps' time. So we'll go jump back to the battle of Cutler and Jambu. Looks like that slipstreaming, saving a bit of fuel thing I was on about isn't what's going on, and it was a genuine mistake, and Jambu did get past him. Cutler fighting his way to get back through, does a good job around the outside as well. Jambu giving him room to be able to do that, to be fair. That could have quite easily been contact if there was no awareness. So good driving from both drivers. So Cutler's actually making the tyres last a little bit better than, a little bit longer at the moment than Jambu. Only slightly, but he's just got the edge over Jambu on the tyres. Joe is just in a race of his own now. He's got a 5.4 second lead in first position. Oh, see him go a little bit wide on the grass though, through the exit of that tight right-hander. Coming through to now take the fast right-hander and then drop down the hill into the tricky right-hander again. We're on lap 6 of 16 now. Going a little bit wide there, Joe, so although he's in first place, he's not having a flawless race. That rhymed. Cutler's got the jump on Jambu, now he's got past. So it looked like Jambu was going to make second place his own once he got through, but he's not managed to make it work so far. Cutler doing a really good job of fending him off. Got to say this again, I said this last week I think, but I will say it again, Cutler just having a really good season, just coming stronger and stronger towards the end of the season, having better and better races and finding himself further and further up the field. So I know there's not that many people involved in this race, but at the same time he's doing a really good job, and he's racing with some fast guys, so he seems to have really improved through this championship. Big Les has got an 11-second gap to close down to Pilgrim Paddy in front, but it is closing down, importantly. That's the main thing. Purcell in 6th. Danzo in 7th. Purcell just having that big mistake that picked up damage for him early on. Jambu and Pilgrim Paddy in the pits. Excuse me. So Jambu short fueling, and then Pilgrim Paddy is really low on fuel, so he's going to go for a lot more fuel this time round. Comes out with 3/4 of a tank. So interesting, different strategy going on there. Some people leaving their the fuel stop till the next one, or looking to put that extra bit more fuel in on the second stop. So we've got Joe in first place. He has got that lead, but he does need to pit sometime soon. Cutler's still okay for another lap or two maybe. He's still got the fuel to do it. I think he's probably got the fuel to finish this one off and do another lap, so he could try and get an extra lap out of it and try and jump Joe winner. Joe probably having to save a little bit of fuel at this point. Very close. So not a great deal of close action going on, but we've got Big Les in 4th now, so that's a bit of news. Chasing down Jambu in 3rd. Jambu with a little bit of a penalty he'll have to get rid of at some point as well. It's only 0.3 of a second, but he will have to shape that. Shake it, baby. He's dropped 0.1 of it there, 10th. Coming through the last corner now to complete lap 7. So this time round we've got Cutler and Joe in the pit. So Cutler could have gone that extra lap, but he hasn't. He's not chosen to do that. Joe coming out on the mediums this time. Cutler coming out on the soft, so they've gone for the opposite strategy to each other. Jambu are race leader at the moment now. Looking strong as well. He's got fresh tyres on, half tank of fuel. He might have to pit again for fuel. Well, he will for tyres anyway, so there's definitely another pit stop to come up from Jambu, but at the moment looking strong in first position, and he's got Big Les behind him looking strong as well in second. Reasonable amount of fuel, decent tyres. So Joe is the one that can make the difference here really. Can he keep the pressure on and the time up to Big Les in front to make the pit stop matter when the guys in front pit? And can Joe go to the end? It looks like Joe's going to the end with his strategy. He's on mediums. He's got nearly a full tank of fuel, so he's definitely got enough fuel to go to the end. So I'm guessing that's what he's trying. So Joe, potentially, if he keeps up the pace on these mediums, could be in with a shout here. We'll have to see what happens between these two. These two might wear out the tyres as well, battling together, so that's a genuine consideration. So it could be an interesting race towards the end, this one. Different strategies playing out. Jambu ghosting as he loses his penalty finally. Big Les right behind him. Let's go on board with Big Les. Bumper to bumper nearly coming through the last corner. Jambu knows he's there, so he's going defensive already. Making it clear that he's not having that inside line into T1. Jambu running a little bit of a wide line to make sure they can't get the inside for T2 either. So good defensive driving from Jambu. Les just having to be patient at this point. Nothing he can really do about it. When there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to go. Thought that was a bit of a twitch there, but didn't end up developing into a problem. Important corners these lead on to this big straight up here really. This is all flat out, so carrying that speed through there is very important, and you carry it all the way up this hill. Being a hill as well, it's even more important carrying that speed. And you drop down now. Oh, a little bit of contact as they go side by side. Oh, a bit of contact on the exit as well. Taking alternative lines or slightly different lines to each other. Good close stuff. Jambu battling hard to try and get past. Sorry, not Jambu trying to get past, to defend first even. Big Les with a touch again. It's good respectful racing. I'm not going to say it's perfectly clean because it's not, but they're certainly not hitting each other wide. It's just a matter of very, very close, hard racing. So Big Les winning out in the end and getting past Jambu. Can Big Les now get his foot down and just pull away? Jambu will obviously do his best to stick in the slipstream and try his best to get back past. Oh, Big Les goes a little bit deep into T1. Has to gather it all up into T2. Coming through the third, sweeping left-hander through the fourth. Got the slipstream now down the hill. Goes for the inside, heavy on the brakes, pulls the purple sector out of it as well, and Jambu's up into first, but only for a split second, as they're now running side by side into the next corner, around the outside. Jambu gives a little bit of room for it to happen, making sure there's no contact. Easily could have happened through there if, again, good awareness shown basically. Big Les making it work and getting back up into first. Jambu challenge again. It's a good race as this. It's hard to look back and see what else is going on really, but I better do in a minute. The battle for first is absolutely brilliant at the moment. It'd be a shame if these guys have a moment of contact a little bit too much to handle, and one of them ends up going off. It will be a shame, so hopefully that doesn't happen. So Jambu's freed up now, completely on his own in first as Big Les comes into the pits. Cutler coming through to take second. Purcell in the pits also. So Big Les coming out in third in the end. Got enough fuel obviously till the end of the race now, and soft tyres to be able to push. Cutler in a similar position, but his tyres aren't quite as fresh, a couple of laps older. And Jambu still needs to pit here, so can Cutler get a win out of this one now? He's going to have to make those tyres last if he wants it. Another 5 laps to go. Going to be tight for Cutler to be able to do it, to be fair. He's got Big Les chasing him down as well, and as we already know, Big Les is quick round here. So the pressure's on now for Cutler to try and make it work, to try and get a better result than second. Can he try and jump Jambu as he needs to pit? Not that he'll know that. You don't quite know what's going on whilst you're actually racing. It's hard to tell. Jambu in the pits this time round though. So will Cutler get past him? I doubt he will. But we have got fuel going on from Jambu, so it does make the pit stop a lot longer. Is Cutler coming down the straight? He is. But it looked like Jambu was just coming out of the pits, just getting released. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide into T1 as well. Oh no. So he could have come out possibly side by side with Jambu. But with Cutler even, but Cutler made a little bit of a mistake for the last corner, or the first corner, sorry. So Cutler now finds himself under pressure instead of chasing Jambu down as he comes out of the pits. He's under pressure from Big Les behind. Big Les makes the move as well, down the inside. Gets the drive out of the corner, nicely done. Has he got it done properly though? Oh, a bit of contact as he turns in. As Cutler's still there on the inside. Not sure he was aware he was there. But gets the job done in the end, up in second. Joe Winner in fourth, down to 6 players now. Not the best turnout for this championship, I must say. That's not my doing. It might be, I don't know. Purcell in 5th. Danza in 6th, having their own race really, each of those guys. And then we've still got this battle going on, which I'll just keep an eye on really. Commentate on the action really. Everyone gets a good finishing result in the end though. We've only 6 players left. So Cutler's dropped off the back of Big Les a little bit. Big Les has pulled away and now he's trying to chase down the back of Jambu. Can he do it in the BMW versus AMG? Could possibly see Big Les catch up here by the end. Try and make a move for first. Jambu at the moment going purple by 3/10, so currently doing his fastest lap. auto purple, so he's done the first 2 sectors purple. He's on for a fast one here, is Jambu, trying to gain as much time as possible on Big Les behind. Unfortunately, it's not quite working for him, and Big Les is still closing down on him. So Big Les going even quicker behind. Big Les got the gap down to 1.8 seconds now. So it's not that big. 3 laps to go as they come over the line to start lap 14. Big Les needs to just keep it clean. If he doesn't make a mistake here, he's definitely got a chance of challenging for the win. Cutler doing a good job in third. He's just got to keep it nice and clean himself, and he should secure that third position. Joe Winner in 4th, Purcell in 5th, big gap between these guys, and then Danzo in 6th, so again massive gaps. So again we'll just jump up to the action that is Big Les chasing down Jambu. Let's go on board with him, see how hard he's pushing. He's now in the distant slipstream of Jambu in front, so he will start closing even quicker now. So we see the sparks from the AMG as he hits the brakes in front. The car bottoms out a little bit. Closing it in nice and calmly, to be fair. Just making sure he's hitting those apexes. Getting the drive on the exit nicely. Again, nice and early, hits that apex. So he's closed in considerably on that last lap. Got 2 laps to do it now. Oh, big moment as he gets on the power out of there though. Massive kick of oversteer that he has to catch. Controls it nicely after that though, don't let it affect his line. Gets straight back on it. Good work from Big Les at the moment. Unfortunately that has dropped him back quite a bit, but that tiny little moment of oversteer. But if he can get a bit closer as they head into this long straight in a minute, coming through this section now, he knows he needs to get that little bit closer. Look, he's pushing hard. That could be a corner cut. See if he gets away with it. I think he has. So now he's in the slipstream down this long straight. He can close up, get closer, if not for this lap, but for the last lap, and maybe having a chance somewhere to try and challenge for first. Brilliant racing from these two though. Jambu handling the pressure really well. Big Les applying the pressure really well. It's great to watch, to be fair. So we're heading towards the finish line for the last lap now. And if he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it now. Big Les up into first. Goes deep though, goes too deep. Goes over the grass, gets slightly dirty tyres. And that's probably enough, I dare say, for Jambu to keep this one now. That was a bit of a a big error into the first corner there. You can get away with going a little bit deep into the first corner at Maggiore, but he didn't quite manage to get it turned in at all, so he had to really stop the car, turn around the corner, almost completely stopped, and then get going again. So just lost all that momentum. So unfortunately, in the end, it's not going to be that close unless there's a moment from Jambu ahead. But I dare say Jambu's got it in the bag now. It's not over until it's over, though. But yeah, Big Les has lost his opportunity there, I fear. See what else is going on. Cutler going through the fast chicanes. Similarly, Joe Winner through the same section. Purcell just entering that section. And Danza coming towards the end of his race by the look of it. So jump back up to Jambu in first. Go on board with him. Comes towards the last corner now and takes another win in this championship as he comes towards the start finish line. Unless he does anything silly, he's got the win in the bag. Well, there we go, Jambu finishes first. Another good win for him and more points in the championship. Big Les in second, Cutler in third. I could be wrong, but I think Jambu secured the championship there. Cutler in third, Joe Winner brings it home in fourth in the end. Purcell in fifth. Going through the last corner. Good corner, last corner. You can really push on the exit. Like I say, Purcell brings it home in fifth in the end. Good race. Good results from everyone. Just because there's only 6 people left in the end, but nevertheless, so Danza quite a way off the leader with a few little issues here and there. Not much fuel left either, so hopefully it does get to finish. Nope. So there we go. That concludes tonight's racing. 2 races with Big Les winning the first one, and the 10-lap race, and the 16-lap race, race 2, was just won by Jambu there. So good stuff in the end, and good racing from Big Les to try and challenge for first place towards the end of that one, but didn't pay off for him in the end. Just a little bit of a moment here and there, and he lost his chance. But good racing all the same. Anyway, that's pretty much from me. I've really enjoyed that one tonight. Thank you very much for watching if you have done. If you've got this far especially, thank you very much indeed, and I will see you again soon, hopefully. Take care, like, subscribe and all that jazz, and yeah, leave a comment if you feel like there's anything I could do better, or anything that you want to mention. Feel free, I will get back to you and comment back. And yeah, take care, see you again soon. Adios.